know what time it is. What's the Word Sports Podcast? This is your boy Manny,
It's your boy Sean.
and welcome to the show. We got a great show for y'all today. Wonderful show. Like I said, this football season, training camp starting. This is the end of the first week of training camp, and we got some stories to tell you. It's been a lot of things been going on in training camp. So let's break it all down. Let's uh, take it step by step, story by story. Uh, so, uh, well, what's the topic for today, bro? What we got to break down today?
All right, well, first of all, we got to talk about a receiver making a reunion to a team that he first started off with. And the receiver I'm talking about is Deebo Samuel. He's going back to the 49ers. How do you feel about this move for the 49ers? And what does this mean for Ricky Pearsall?
Um, well, yeah, first of all, when I heard about the story last night, I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of shocked. I was kind of shocked, but not shocked at the same time, because I thought Debo would be back with the Commanders. I thought they were going to be able to find and make a deal for him to be around the Commanders, especially how the Commanders is kind of low on wide receiver room right now. Um, so that was kind of a shocker to me. But the reason why it was also not a shocker was because he went back to his old team. I think when you I think what this means for the 49ers is that they have a uh, second or a third option depending on how they use Depot Samuel. This is a guy that is knows that their system very very well. Um, he knows what to do. He knows how to strategize. He knows how the 49ers system work. And so you bring a familiar face inside the building. Um, I think that's cool. And it's not a bad move. It's definitely not a bad move. I don't see it as a bad move. This is actually a I think it's a good solid move. But when I do think about it for Ricky, uh, it seems to me that Ricky needs to get himself together. Now, Ricky, he is a great wide receiver, no doubt about it. But he only played one full season that he was healthy, and the rest of the times ever since he been in the league, he been hurt. And he just got hurt recently in the training camp, and now they talking about that he's going to be out for the season, and then especially he's going to be looking for a contract extension. Do you commit make a long term commitment with a guy that's constantly getting hurt? I think that's going to make an effect with him as his future, and not just in the 49ers, but any team that try to see him, or try to go and try to search for him or anything like that, they don't know if they can make him as a long term investment because of the track record that he's had. He's a great wide receiver, but he always keep getting hurt. So it's kind of like you playing with house money. You feel what I'm saying? And so when it comes to Ricky, I think his value is definitely um, is really kind of on the scale right now. You know what I mean? But yeah, in general, it's not really a bad move. Hey, how you doing? Welcome to the show. We appreciate you coming on the show. Make sure you comment and you subscribe and everything. Yes, we is all live. Make sure you share it live and everybody. Share anybody that you know, you go and share. Let them chime in. Let them come on in. But yeah, it's just a bad situation in 49ers organization all around. I mean, we seen the moves that the 49ers made in the past offseason. We thought that they was going to be a real like threat, to the NFC and all that type of stuff with the addition with Miles, well, I'm not Miles, Mike Evans and all those other guys. and we thought that it was gonna be good. Now you got Kyle Shanahan. You don't even know if he's um gonna be ready for the season. And then you got um and then you got what's going on with Ricky, and I don't know. It's just a lot. You know what I mean? So that's going on in the San Francisco, but um yeah, that's kind of like my take on that whole entire thing. I know that's a lot.
Yeah, I think getting Debo was a good move. Yeah, you was just talking, brother. But is he good?
Mm,
Nah, but getting Debo was a good move. I'm not gonna lie. The only thing with that move is I don't know if they're gonna use him the same way. Because me personally thinking about it, he did have his best seasons with the 49ers, but that's also with Kyle Shanahan calling the offense. With
mhm,
Kyle being out, I don't know how their offense is gonna look.
right.
Um and also Debo is not gonna be the same Debo he was from back then. I don't know if you ask Debo to give you 800 yards receiving and then follow that with like 400 rushing yards. I don't know if he's doing that.
Mhm.
Um, but I do think that Debo can still make an impact on any team. So that's why I think it's going to be a good move either way. It just depends on what Debo role is going to be. As far as
Mhm.
Ricky, I don't think this affects him necessarily because it's only 1 year, and I don't know how Debo is going to perform yet. But I do think that this does give the opportunity to the rookie receiver they got. So if the rookie receiver, if he goes off this year, then I say oh for rookie. It's definitely a oh situation. If that rookie goes off this year, if that rookie goes off for anywhere from 800 plus, good luck. Good luck, rookie.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's kind of like an unfortunate situation with Ricky, man, because it's like he's a good wide receiver, and he's a good solid piece to that offensive core. And but he just finds a way to not find, but he just somehow some way can never stay healthy. And so it's like, and then like you said before, like if that rookie would come out and really would make an impact, then it's gonna be really curtains for Ricky. But Greg said their championship window closed late, window closed low key. I ain't gonna lie, I kind of agree a little bit. I'm not even gonna lie. Um, but um, because it's like everything is something with the 49ers. There's always something with the 49ers. Once they get on the roll or they seem like they get back on their feet, they always tumble and fall, and there's always some crap that's going on with them. And so I don't know, man. I don't know how this offense is gonna look like, but like you said before, like it's all depends on how they're gonna utilize Debo Samuel. But it's a lot of uncertainty in San Francisco. That's not really that's not really a what you call it, a confidence boost for me to say, oh, okay, the 49ers is going to be a threat coming into the season. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot. It's some uncertainty. We don't know what's going on with the 49ers because there's a lot of questions that they need to answer in just a short amount of time.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they window was definitely closed for sure. I think they just have too many problems. Too many things happen in that organization, whether that's from injuries or just I don't know. That organization just it's starting to become cursed.
Hmm.
It's starting to become a cursed organization, and I don't know. I mean, everybody on that team was old. Everybody on that team was on come to end their career. Christian McCaffrey is getting older. Um, Mike Evans, you got Mike Evans. He's getting older. So that whole offense is going to be going soon. They're going to all retire. So low key, yeah. I wouldn't even say low key. I would say the championship window is closed.
Hmm.
And I would say low key, they need to start looking to rebuild.
Now, when you talking about rebuild. Um, yeah, I know you talking about the rebuild. Yo, D Harris, what's up, brother? What's up?
Yo,
You
brother.
know, hey, you talking about they need to rebuild. Um, do you think they need to rebuild and Brock Purdy should be a part of that rebuilding?
Yeah, I
Okay.
mean Brock Purdy is still he's not old enough to be like move on from Brock Purdy. I think Brock Purdy got to be only like 27, 28. So, but that offense, I mean, a lot of your best players is on the flip side of their career. Christian
Mm-hmm.
McCaffrey, like I said, Mike Evans, Trent Williams, tripping,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Brock Purdy
yep,
only 26.
all your yeah, all your you say he's
He's
26.
26. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So Brock Purdy is 26 years old. That's still your prime, honestly. So 26 is your prime. So you can keep Brock Purdy for right now. Brock Purdy can go to 30 plus. Brock Purdy probably got another contract in him, a
Yeah,
contract or
but
two. But your main star, that's your starters, they're gonna be going. So you need to really start rebuilding that offense. As far as your defense, I don't know who's on that defense for real besides Fred Warner.
mm,
But I think you just gotta really rebuild.
I feel you. I feel like they, yeah, I feel like that they do go in a rebuild mode. Um, that's going to take about like a good probably 3 to 4 years at least max. You know what I mean? To even like consider them as a team to be like okay to be a threat in the playoffs, or have a shot of being a threat to the playoffs. I, f- I feel like that that if they continue to rebuild with that defense and the offense, that's going to take about a good 5 6 years. And I think by that time, Brock Purdy will be out of his prime. You know what I'm saying? And so, well, he should be out of his prime by then. So it's like, 'cause he's only what 26, and he got
Yeah,
four more years till he's 30. So it's like, time is really really ticking. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like, I think if they do wind up going that process of the rebuilding, um, can Brock Purdy in the middle of the process or during the process or heck, even after the process, can he deliver a championship? Do you see Brock Purdy, as a guy that can deliver a championship to San Francisco?
yeah. I think they had a good chance against us. But if we didn't take all their players out, I don't know how confident I would have been like to say that we would have beat the 49ers. The 49ers would have been a great game. That year that we took the quarterbacks out, I think that he had the chance to go to the Super Bowl. I wouldn't have counted him out. So yeah, I think yes, I know Brock Purdy is a system quarterback, but I think he plays the system well. For the system that he's in, he's a great system quarterback.
Mm. Well, that's crazy because I had my eyes like that because I was like, for real? I said, you picture him?
Yeah, I know you're not a believer. You're not a believer in Purdy, but Purdy is not a
Uh,
bad quarterback.
oh no, he's
I
not.
told
He's
you I
not a
would take
bad quarterback.
Purdy.
He's not a bad quarterback. I don't think he's a bad quarterback. I just don't believe that he can take you all the way to the promised land and win it. I don't see him as that type of quarterback because he's a system type quarterback. You feel me?
Yeah, Greg. They had Christian McCaffrey playing quarterback.
I'm crying. I'm crying. But yeah, like me. I don't see Brock Purdy um, as a quarterback, as a Super Bowl contender quarterback. I feel like the more the higher that he goes, the pressure that comes, the uh, the lower that he kind of goes, like the strength that he kind of goes inside the moment, in my opinion. You know what I mean? So I mean, you go back and look at back in history and stuff like that, and the history of Brock Purdy, he's been in the league for what, like 4 years now, right? For like 4 or 3 years,
Hmm.
and in that time, you know, yeah, he win, a first round or something like that, but he always get out in the second round. That one year he definitely took his team all the way to the Super Bowl, but lost in the Super Bowl against Patrick Mahomes, and it was kind of a neck and neck game, but basically it was overtime and he didn't have to get the ball and all that, and so it's like, um, I think with Brock Purdy, I'm not saying that he's a trash quarterback, and I'm not saying that he can't succeed or whatever the case may be. I just don't view Brock Purdy as a guy that you say, "Oh, okay, I'm confident that he's going to give me a championship." You know what I mean? For
See,
this town, I don't see him as a guy like that. I'm not confident
see,
enough
I
to say
can't
that.
agree. I can't agree with that because from my knowledge, every time that they're in the playoffs, their team is not 100% every single time. So Brock Purdy never has a full healthy team when he goes into the playoffs.
But
And I
then
know
he
for a
also be
fact,
hurt
I'm
too.
pretty. You said what?
I said he also be hurt too.
You're right. That's what I'm saying. The team, the 49ers team is never 100%. So I can't be like he's not good in the playoffs or he folds under the pressure because they never are 100% to really be able to see if they can how they will be at full strength. We
Mm.
don't know a 49ers team at full strength.
I mean, the only time we actually saw a 49ers team full strength was when they went to that Super Bowl year.
Yeah, yeah, but that wasn't with Brock Purdy though, was it?
Yeah, I could have sworn Brock Purdy played in the Super Bowl against Patrick. Hold up,
Was that Brock?
I'm pretty sure.
Was that
No, it wasn't Jimmy.
or was that Jimmy?
No, it was
Or
Patrick. If it was the Jimmy, and I'm like, all right, yeah, case closed. Good dude ain't even go to the Super Bowl.
hmm.
Yeah, it was Brock Purdy. Yeah, it was Brock Purdy.
All right.
Yeah, it was Brock Purdy. Yeah, yeah, it was Brock Purdy.
Yeah, I thought it was Jimmy G. But if it was Brock, then you can't say that he folds under pressure.
I mean, well, he lost.
It don't matter. He did it though. He's taking the team to the Super Bowl.
I say he win it. I said I can't really I can't say
He
it's
said
in all
he
confidence
can
that
win.
he will go. Huh?
If he can get there, he can. I think he can win it.
We got. I mean, he ain't show me it. So I mean, I can't really say that. That he can do it,
Said
and
that
he
about
hasn't
Jalen
really
Hurts.
shown it. Huh?
You said that about Jalen Hurts after this first Super Bowl.
No,
Okay.
I knew that he could go back, and he did.
Okay. So like
I'm
I
not.
said,
I'm not.
if you ain't say that about no,
And
because you
you
can't
can't
use
make
the
that argument.
logic.
Hold up. You can't make
I
that
can.
argument. Hold
You
up.
can't use that logic for one person and not the other.
No, I can't use that logic because the difference between them two is that Hurst never really got hurt. He didn't get hurt. Brock Purdy
I
did,
didn't ask you about injuries. I didn't ask you about injuries.
which delayed him to, I guess, perform
And
where he wanted to
Jalen
perform
Hurts
to.
did get hurt. Jalen Hurts did get hurt. That's why he stopped running the ball. So what you gonna say now?
Well, he found a way to go back to the Super Bowl and win it and won MVP
Okay. My
without
whole
running the
thing is
ball. So, you
if you
know,
didn't say Jalen Hurts couldn't, if your mindset was Jalen Hurts can go back to the Super Bowl after him losing the Super Bowl, then you should have the same mindset with Brock Purdy.
nah,
Yeah.
nah, nah.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry,
To
brother.
me,
Yes.
he didn't show me enough. I'm still trying to figure Brock Purdy out. I don't even know his identity, him as a quarterback. That's why it's like, that's why it's like when people say, "Oh yeah, huh?"
You do. He a game manager. That's his identity.
Well, I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I don't look at Brock Purdy and say, "Oh yeah, he a threat."
You
Yeah,
know who they. You know who else? You know who they also call a game manager? Jalen Hurts.
I know that's what they say.
So they ain't the same shoes.
Not really. I don't think they're in the same
I
shoes.
mean, yeah.
You
I
know,
mean, the only difference is Jalen Hurts is on a better team that doesn't get hurt. But as far if the 49ers don't get hurt, 49ers can go to the Super Bowl for sure.
I mean, to me, in my opinion, I don't think Jalen Hurts is a game a system quarterback. That's just my opinion. You know what I mean? He's a
So what
guy
is
that
he?
he's a quarterback. He's a quarterback.
So you don't think he a game manager?
I think he can,
All
but I
all
don't
the
think he's at the time.
all the times when you saying telling him to throw the ball, but he don't throw the ball because he don't want to get no interceptions and no turnovers. So he plays a safe game.
Well, I mean that's what I said. That's what I said at times, yeah.
That's not every year.
He says every year. No, it's not every year.
Like, Jalen Hurts plays safe every year.
Not this year.
No, we ain't get to this year yet.
But I mean, you call him as a game man all you want to, but Brock Purdy is not in the Jalen Hurts level. I don't care how you word or define it. Brock Purdy come talk to me when he wins the Super Bowl MVP. He come talk to me when he go to another Super Bowl. He come talk to me when he get multiple offensive coordinators each and every year and still win at a high level. Come talk to me then, Brock Purdy. But Brock Purdy is nowhere near Jalen Hurts level. That's just on my end. You know what I mean? You could go ahead and say, oh yeah, he's kind of like the same game manager and all the type of stuff. They in the same boat or whatever the case may be. Nah, nah, I'm just kidding. I'm just telling you the facts, brother. I'm just telling you the facts.
Not
Yeah,
facts, bro. You going with facts and feelings.
it's not feelings, it's facts. I've never
No, it
seen
is.
Brock
It
Purdy.
is.
I've never seen
The,
Brock
the, the
Purdy.
question
I
the
never.
question
All
was
right,
never is Brock Purdy.
all right. Did
I
you
never
ever
asked you if
seen?
Brock Purdy is better than Jalen Hurts. I never asked you that.
All right, cool. All right, let me ask you this question: have you ever seen Brock Purdy have as an MVP year?
Yes,
When? I don't remember.
I think it was a couple years ago. Brock Purdy was in the conversation for being the MVP. Brock Purdy was
In the,
definitely in the
con-
conversation for being the MVP.
in the conversation, what
He was
numbers?
a,
I know he won top five.
yes, yes, he was.
I don't remember that. I don't remember
Yeah,
that.
stamped. At one point he was leading. At one point,
You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that Brock Purdy is a bum. I'm not saying that he's a bum. I'm not saying that he's a bum. He's a trash quarterback. I'm not saying all that. But I'm just saying that when it comes to him, him facing like those type of like quarterbacks that he got to face, like a Matthew Stafford, or you know what I mean. I mean, I can't say Jalen Hurts because he beat Jalen Hurts one time. Well, I can't say that, but but like for real, I didn't really see Brock Purdy really face no real like team for real for real. He's kind of like in the boat of Drake May a little bit. When it comes to like, oh yeah, he ain't really face nobody for real. Like in my opinion, I don't see Brock Purdy um facing Patrick Mahomes. I mean, well, he faced Patrick Mahomes one time in the Super Bowl, but I mean, other than that, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, I never seen him face none of those guys. and say, "Oh yeah, he's polished playing with those guys, playing against those guys." You know what I mean? I'm not saying that he's trash, but I'm just saying I haven't seen him really come at his own. Like I never seen him going face to face with the top of quarterbacks to do it, like the top five quarterbacks. You know what I mean? I mean that's just I mean,
Nah, I think it's asinine to say that you don't think he can go back to the finals. I mean to the Super Bowl.
but I mean, like you
Blasphemous.
said earlier, the 49ers window is closing.
No, it is closing. But I said that's because they're unlucky and unhealthy. But I said if they're healthy, if they don't go through all these problems they have, a healthy team, not having that Brandon Ayuk go crazy, if Brandon Ayuk still playing, this team can go to the Super
Oh,
Bowl.
wait a minute, my bad. I was just reading the comments. He says Eli better than Hurts, Manny. Oh, oh, he gotta cut it out. He gotta cut it out. That's the ultimate disrespect right there. My bad. But go ahead, bro. Go ahead. That's the ultimate disrespect.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. If he was on Houston, he would have went to the Super Bowl for sure. He just on an unlucky team.
Well, I hope he's right. You know what I mean? I hope he's right, and he get into a better position in a team that he can prove that he can you know play at that type of high level. So, I mean, he did it before. You know, I'm not saying that he can do it. He can't do it again, but I'm saying like I want to see him be up there in those conversations when they talk about they talk about quarterbacks and all that type of stuff.
How can he when his team is unlucky? You just said we just
I
said
say we
we both
leave. I say
agreed that
leave the 49ers.
me and you, we both agreed that this 49ers team in the offseason, when they made all these moves, that they could have been a team that contended to in the NFC.
Yeah, if they stay
So
healthy.
if you
If they stay healthy.
yeah, so if you never thought that if you never thought that Brock Purdy could make it to the Super Bowl, you would have never had the thought of them being contenders.
Right. But I said before, I don't think that he's a bad quarterback. That's what I'm saying. I don't think he's a bad quarterback. I think he's a good quarterback. I'm not saying that he's trash.
But you saying but you saying you don't think he's a quarterback that can lead his team to the Super Bowl
I
when he
don't think
already
he
did
can
it.
win a Super Bowl. I don't think he can win a Super Bowl. That's what I think. I don't think he can win a Super Bowl. I mean, he proved that he can lead his team to a Super Bowl. He did it a few years ago, 2 years ago, or three, one of those years, 2 or 3 years ago. Yeah, I mean, he proved that he could go to the Super Bowl. I said win it,
Now, anybody can win a Super Bowl, brother, if you make it.
not anybody.
Yes, yes, anybody can make it. If you make it to the Super Bowl, anybody. I mean, you seen Nick Foles beat Tom Brady. Anybody can win a Super Bowl if you have the opportunity to play in it.
Not Josh Allen, not Lamar Jackson.
I said if you have the opportunity to play in it, you have the chance to win it.
I mean, yeah, you have the chance to win it, but
Yeah,
I mean, at the end of the day, you
yeah,
gotta go out there and display it.
exactly.
That's why I said I have yet to see that from Brock Purdy.
No, you have because he already made it, went to the Super Bowl.
He made
He's
it, but
already
he ain't
shown
finished
you.
the job.
He already shown you that he can make it to the Super Bowl.
That's
So
fine.
he has he can win a Super Bowl.
How how can I say that he can win a Super Bowl and he hasn't won one?
Same way you just told me that Jalen Hurts, you thought Jalen Hurts could win a Super Bowl when he didn't win one.
No, I say I knew that he can go back to the Super Bowl.
No, you say you thought he could win the Super Bowl. That's what you said, brother.
Well, I mean, the way that he was playing against Patrick Mahomes, he was out playing Patrick Mahomes. So I'm like, oh yeah. if he playing like that the first go around, oh yeah, he can do that joint second go around, and he won it. And now Jalen Hurts proved that not only he can go to multiple Super Bowls, but actually win, and not only win, but outplay the one of the best quarterbacks right now in this generation that ever did it. Right now, in Patrick Mahomes, multiple times. So he proved that he proved multiple stuff. You know what I'm saying?
He did, but I'm not talking about you. You keep on trying to throw in that he won the Super Bowl. I'm not talking about him winning the Super Bowl. I'm talking about the first time when he lost the Super Bowl.
But I think
You
he could have
still
won.
believe that he can win the Super Bowl. You believe that he can go to another Super Bowl and win it.
Yeah, because
Okay.
he showed
After
it.
a loss. After a loss.
So after a loss, yeah,
Yes,
because
after
number
the
one he
first
got
Super Bowl, you
robbed.
thought he could get with.
Yeah, number one he got robbed. I feel like he got robbed in that first go round. And yeah, and I feel like that he could have went back and win a Super Bowl.
Greg eggs y'all. Y'all got a Super Bowl team this year.
That's not a question, Greg. Come on, you know the answer to that. You know the answer to that. Why you be playing these games like that? He be playing too many games. He know we got a Super Bowl team. Come on,
Hmm.
he know that. But let us know how you feel about Deebo and everything like that, and him coming back to the 49ers and the situation with the 49ers and what's going on with them. Do you feel like that they're going to uh, um, going to be okay, or you feel like it's going to be a rocky season with um, with Kyle Shanahan not there, and just continue just um, setback after setback with this team. Let us know how you feel about that team and that topic. Comments below, likes up. Thank y'all for tuning in, and let's get going with the next topic to discuss because we literally talked about that jump for like 30 minutes. Brother, what's the next topic though, bro?
The next topic is recently we seen Fred Warner hurt his teammate from punching the ball out. Actually, they said he might have broken his ribs. We've also seen teams like the Steelers, Mike McCarthy, say that there's no contact in practices. So my question is, do you think that there should be contact in practice?
Um, like training camp.
Yeah, during training camp, do you think
Uh,
there should be contact?
um, no, I don't think it should be training. I don't think it should be contact in training camp. Um, and the reason why I say that is because that's the whole reason of a preseason. You know what I mean? You have training camp, you practice, and to prepare you for the preseason because you're gonna have contact in preseason. But the thing about it is, but the thing about it, the kicker is that in preseason they don't want their stars to play in preseason because they don't want them to get hurt or whatever the case may be. It's too early. They want to give them rest. I think I think at the end of the day, it's all about protecting these players. I mean, you look at what's been going on for the past. It's literally been day three of training camp, and you got like over five people that's already like already jacked up and already about to miss their season, missing the whole entire season because of practice contact, and it's just a lot. You know what I mean? And I think me personally, I think that it shouldn't come to that way. Um, you go ahead and practice, and you do what you gotta do. I feel like that they should play at least one game in the preseason. You know what I mean? 'Cause I know it's like three preseason game, like three games, right? Three preseason games.
Uh-huh. Mhm.
Yeah, I think. So I think they should play a preseason game. They ain't gotta play the whole joint, but a nice good amount for them to get used to their body, so they can get ready for the week joint. And sort of something, sort of for the season instead of you have them have a whole damn near a month off, and then the season start, and they're not um um and they're like fresh coming off their break, and it'd be like all over the place. It'd be jacked up. So um so yeah, I feel like it'd be a lot of contact in training camp, especially it's real early heading into the season, which caused a lot of players to get hurt. Um, I do think they need to cut it down a little bit.
Mm. Yeah, well, I actually think the opposite. I think that they should be contact and practices. Like Greg said, non-contact injuries is something that can always happen, and I feel like there's more non-contact injuries in training camp than there are from contact injuries. You don't hear too many times about contact injuries. That to me, contact injuries is rare in training camp. So, and then it's a lot of situations like you said. A lot of players starters don't play in the preseason. A lot of starters, you see a lot of teams sit their starters in the preseason. So now I can go back to when the Eagles didn't play in the preseason. They came out right first game of the season and looked shitty. They looked shitty. I feel like when your body is not prepared, when your body is not prepared to take that contact, it really messes you up. Cause it's like I feel like your body got to get used to getting hit again. You can't just tell your body to go into a game and just get hit and expect for things to be positive. People mentally got to get through that barrier of getting hit again. Whether that's people that's just got coming back from injury, people that just came back from injury, they got to get used to getting hit again. People that just went a whole summer without playing football or months without playing football, all they did was just training camp and lift weights. You got to get used to getting contact again. So I think it's important to get contact. You need to get that contact because non-contact leaves you to being rusty. And I understand protecting the players, but protecting the players can't lead to poor performance.
I mean, you definitely got a point there. Uh, I mean, yeah, you definitely got a point there. I just feel like if they're gonna do it, at least balance it out. You know what I mean? Have like a
Mhm.
time where it'd be non-contact, and then toward the end of training camp have contact. You feel what I mean? I think they should balance it out, not just when you're in training camp, you already start. It's automatically just contact. You feel me? I do believe they should balance it out because I know when it comes to training camp, they have like I think well, like 2.5 weeks of training camp until the preseason
Mhm.
start. So it's like probably like a week, probably like a week and a half of non-contact or whatever the case may be, and then the rest of the training camp be having contact with the pads and all that type of stuff. Uh, I think they should balance it out. Uh, I understand where you're coming from, concerning as it's important to have that contact because they haven't been playing ball and like literally like almost 6 months. You know what I mean? Because they've been out, out because of the off season. And so I kind of understand where you're coming from, which I get it. You know what I mean? I don't know. I feel like this it's kind of it's kind of a crazy situation because it's like in the preseason, they don't really let starters really go and have that contact. I know some like teams, like bring their starters for like a first quarter and then be done. You know what I mean? Which I don't, which I ain't gonna lie, which I was totally for. You know what I mean? Because you got to get your body to get used to the game and all that type of stuff. I think I was going like kind of like a warm up back into like the flow of everything. I think they do need to get back to that. Have like a first quarter play or something like that, and then rest. You know what I mean? They ain't gotta play the whole entire preseason, the whole entire game. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I feel like they just need to balance it out. You know what I mean? In a way.
Yeah.
But I
Hey, Greg.
understand
No,
that they're
I
trying.
don't think my fault, brother. I mean,
No,
it's
it's all right,
Greg
bro.
real
It's
fast.
all right, bro.
Yeah, I don't think that they should practice hard every practice. I think it should be more of a just like a thud. Like you can hit them, but keep them up. Like you don't gotta go to the ground, but at least make that contact.
Right.
Because again, like you said, something when you wait to the preseason, you see a lot of injuries happen in the preseason too. A lot of injuries happen from contact in the preseason game, which is why a lot of coaches don't like to play these starters because either way, whether you wait or not, injuries is going to happen. You can't avoid injuries, which is the unfortunate part of football.
Right.
So whether you wait in practice or you wait to the preseason, it's still a risk of injuries because you're still going to have to have contact. But I think in practice it should be safer. You don't gotta try to kill your teammate. You should be
Mhm.
able to hit like remember CJ Gardner Johnson. I remember in the interviews talked about how he couldn't hit Jalen Hurts or how he couldn't take down Saquon.
Right.
He had that he so it's like things like that.
Yeah, I understand what you're talking about. I feel what you mean. I mean, I don't know. I just yeah. I mean, if they can find a way to, find training camp a little bit more safer, instead of just killing each other, having Fred Warner having his helmet skin slamming people in their in their ribs or something like that. That's crazy.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
even I was gonna say, even with that, bro, it's not even like that. Fred Warner was trying to hit him. He was trying to hit the ball. You feel me? So it's like
right.
that's just unlucky.
Yeah.
He was trying to hit the ball and ended up hitting his ribs and broke his ribs.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think I agree. I kind of agree with you. You know what I mean? Even though I definitely don't want the contact to happen, but I understand why it needs to happen because it's very important. Because as you step into the season, that's when it's really like really showtime. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm,
hopefully you gotta find a safer way in training camp. I do agree with you on that. You know what I mean? Have contact, but not to the contact enough to be killing your teammates. That'd be crazy. You know what I mean?
mm,
And so, uh, yeah, I understand. I understand. I feel what you're saying.
okay.
Yeah. So let us know how you feel about contact, aggressive contact in training camp. Do you like it? Do you dislike it? Do you feel like they need to scale back from it, or you feel like they need to continue with? Let us know how you feel on the comments below and about this specific topic. And with that being said, we want to move on to the next topic that we got to discuss. What's the next topic, brother?
Recently, a lot of players are getting paid. The one player that we haven't talked about getting paid is wide receiver Chris Olave from the New Orleans Saints. So, how do you
Mhm.
feel about how do you feel and what's your reaction to Chris Olave getting paid?
Um, well, I ain't gonna lie. My first reaction for him was like, oh crap. No cap. Like, the reason why I said all crap was because he's good, but yeah, basically, Greg said he said literally took the words out of my mouth. He's good, but he's getting bad concussions. Keep getting hurt. Um, do I? But it did show me that they really is committed to him, which is something that you always want a franchise to commit a long term with you, because they know that you are part of their future. So that's always a good thing, to have, you know what I mean, or for the franchise to say, oh yeah, we value you because you're a part of our future. Um, but yeah, he be having a lot of concussions and stuff like that. He's a great wide receiver. But also it's like it's also a risk of what the New Orleans Saints uh invested in him because I think he has $152 million or something like that in the
Hmm.
contract or something like that. And I think it's what like is it 100 million guaranteed or something like that or 90 million,
Probably is.
90 something
It's
like that.
probably up.
So
It's up there.
it's
Yeah.
up there, yeah. So yeah, so at talent wise, yeah, this is a great smart move. You know what I mean? Talented wise, him as a talented player. Um, but if you're talking about him as health and stuff like that, it's kind of like that's kind of like a little pause. You know what I mean? Because of the history that he has, with injuries, what makes you question, okay, uh, can he really be that guy? You know what I mean? Or can he can stay healthy consistently? You know what I mean? Because that's the basically what, well, that's basically the word that comes to mind when I think about Chris is consistency, and I haven't shown he's been showing consistency when it comes to playing on the field, but he hasn't been showing consistency of him staying healthy, which is um will definitely will have me like, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to pay you this much money. But it seemed like to me, New Orleans, regardless, they wanted to pay him that type of money because they see him as that guy. Um, but I mean, I'm happy for him. I mean, I'm all about players getting their money. You know what I mean? Get their money, get as much money as you possibly can. I'm not mad about that at all, one bit. I'm just I'm just worried that it might backfire with New Orleans because of his history, which is kind of a hard because of his history with him getting hurt, and so him getting hurt and his history, it will definitely have an effect on the investment that they put in him with this new contract.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's a fair assessment to have. Um, I think it's good that he got paid. I think he does get a lot of concussions, but I also, like Greg said, he had 1,000 yards 3 out of the 4 years.
Mhm.
3 out of the 4 years, he's also only been the only receiver on that team. You feel me? So I look at that, and then of course he had the whole sit out of training camp until he got paid this year. So it was kind of like the Saints had no choice, but
Mhm.
they didn't have no choice because he said he was sitting out until he got paid, until he got that extension. But I also think now with the addition of Jordan Tyson, that all eyes is not going to be just on Chris Olave anymore. Now you got two receivers that can split the load, which should be less of a chance for him to get a concussion. Now the only bad thing is Jordan Tyson is injury. He gets a lot of injuries too. So that's the only bad thing. Now you got two receivers that could get hurt at any time. You don't know. That's the only
Man,
bad
the
thing.
Saints are crazy.
But but both receivers, when healthy, are good. They both are game changers when healthy. So I think the addition of Jordan Tyson probably made them feel more comfortable to give that money out to Chris Olave, and the things Chris Olave was able to do with that quarterback, because nobody thought that quarterback was going to be good at all. But
Yeah,
he actually put up, he seems pretty good. I mean, the man went from throwing horrible passes at the combine to actually throwing touchdowns in NFL games. So if you can get 1,000 yards with that quarterback, I think you deserve it.
yeah, yeah, 100%. I mean, I feel like that. You know, with the whole situation with Chris, it's like, yeah, it's kind of like the work speaks for itself of why he got paid.
Mhm.
Yeah, he did was actually sitting out. You see, he's like, I want to get paid. I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing nothing. I'm not going to no training camp. I'm not doing none of that unless you pay me. I
Mhm.
think they view this as, like I told you, I said that yeah, it's kind of shocking of how much he got paid. But then when you really look at it, it's really not because like they view him as the number one wideout for real, for real. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's like, you know what I mean? So it's like I kind of understand why he got that much money. The same thing that might happen with Jordan. You know, in the next 4 years, if he performs at a high level, you know what I mean. He will basically get the same bag. You know what I mean. And so, um, yeah, I feel like I feel like when it comes to that wide receiver core with the duo between Chris and Jordan, it would definitely be a good duo and stuff like that. But the main question is, can they stay healthy? Can they,
yeah.
you know what I mean, throughout their career? And judging by the track record, it's not looking too good. So you know what I mean. So, but I mean, Chris, he's still young. You know what I mean. As far as I know, he's
Mm.
you know what I mean. And Jordan, he's what, like 21.
Yeah, probably 21. And I was gonna say they also made additions in that running back room. So they got like low key that Saints team has a solid offense. I mean, you still got Alvin Kamara there, who's a receiving back, and then they got Travis Etienne, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. And Chris,
So
he's
Travis
26 years
Etienne is a
old.
yeah. So it's like they got a lot of young pieces on that offense that could build into being something in this league.
Well, yeah, it is all about how, but yeah, you're right. They do got a good squad, and then also, when you look at the Saints, they got a nice. I ain't gonna say nice, but they got a solid defense. They got a solid defense. I
Mhm.
play their defense in school. Do they need to improve their defense? Absolutely, but I do believe they got a good defense. It's just
Mhm.
number one, can the quarterback can play like the way he was playing last year? Can he stay at a high level to the point where they're like, okay, we can see him as the future quarterback, of the New Orleans Saints. And so that's what he got to go out and prove this year. You know what I mean? He was out there balling last year, and now you got two studs on in the in the side by side. So now I expected the quarterback to take another leap offensively because you have Jordan Tyson, and he was a top
Yeah.
prospect in the draft, and so he should be a good duo addition, long besides Chris.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? But yeah, let us know how you feel about Chris and his massive contract extension. Um, do you feel like it's good? Do you feel like it's bad? Do you feel like that they paid him too much, or not didn't pay him enough? Let us know how you feel about this topic about Chris and getting that big bag, getting that mega bag, and yeah, let us know how you feel about it. And we got another topic to discuss. What's another one, brother? What's the next one?
Let's talk about training camps. The one team I want to talk about with training camps is the Eagles. I mean, we've heard a lot of reports about Jalen Hurts throughout the whole summer.
Mhm.
So I just want to know, what have you noticed about Jalen Hurts from the past two training camps? What you want to talk about? I know you're excited about this. So what have you noticed, and what's the things you happy about? What you looking forward to?
I'm excited, brother. This is the revenge tour, brother. I'm excited, brother. um, man, what I've seen in training camp is definitely good, very 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 good. I mean, you seen he's very polished. He's throwing the ball very very accurate. It's just he's very yeah, he's very, very different. Like you could just tell that he's very hungry. Uh, when I seen him doing like drills and stuff like that, I seen him throwing a lot of passes that he would never thrown, during his career. Like tight coverages and stuff like that, tight windows and stuff like that. And the like type throws and stuff like that in front of defenses. Now he feel it looks like to me that he's really comfortable throwing that stuff, that type of ball. Um, he's more understanding now. He's getting a lot more comfortable. Um, he's a little more limber. He's getting a little faster and stuff like that. I feel like he got his energy back. I feel like he's re-energized a lot back. You know, after all the crap that he been dealing with AJ Brown, um, I feel like this is new. When you see the Eagles training camp, this is a whole new brand of football, and I believe that it looks seems to me that everybody is taking heed to this new system and loving it. And you can see the result because they really taking their time and their energy to really diving into what Sean Mannion is doing. Um, I mean, yeah, of course, we got to go and see it. You know, when they on the football field, or of course, you know what I mean, because I mean, this is just training camp. But what I've seen from Jalen Hurts is definitely phenomenal. And it looked like to me that Sean Mannion is definitely taking Jalen Hurts' game to another level, and I'm loving it. And it seems to me that Jalen loving it too, and he's really embracing it. And I'm excited, brother. I'm really excited to see what's gonna happen, brother. I'm excited. Woo! Yeah, trying to keep my composure. But yeah,
Yeah, I actually agree with everything you said. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I think he's looking leaner. He's looking faster. You can see that his mechanics got better with his throwing motion. I know
Mhm.
that a lot of times, a lot of people were saying that he doesn't throw over the middle. He's throwing over the middle, and even I thought those reports was lies because he's always thrown over the middle. But
Right.
you're seeing him throw it over the middle. Um, I think it's a different energy with this team, and maybe it is because AJ is going. But the way that he was talking at the he threw that pass to Wicks, and how he was saying he liked that, and yeah, like that energy, that Jay Hurts swagger, that we haven't seen that swagger from Jay Hurts in a long time. Back when last time I remember is when he was throwing up his sons, like his fraternity sons, or he was doing
Yeah.
things like this.
Yeah. That
But
stuff. Yeah.
that Jay, yeah, that's the last time I seen Jay Hurts showing that swagger. You know, now he's been more modest, but I feel like now you can already see Jalen Hurts really show that swagger again. Really start really showing his fun side again instead of taking everything so serious. I think we've been seeing a lot of serious Jalen Hurts. I think the fun Jalen Hurts is about to come up.
Yeah. I can't wait to see that. That's gonna be funny. Yeah, that's gonna be
Yeah,
funny. Now, I mean, as you see, well, the Eagles with training camp and stuff like that, do you feel like this is gonna be a special year for them
yeah, but I've been saying that all season or all summer. I think Jalen Hurts can have an MVP season.
this year?
I truly believe that. Yeah. I truly believe that Jalen Hurts is getting ready to throw for the most passing yards in his career.
Oh wow! Oh wow! I didn't expect you to say that. Dang. Okay.
Yeah, brother. I truly believe that.
He said AJ made his life hell. I mean, I
And
mean,
definitely that. I think that first year having AJ with Jalen Hurts was such amazing
yeah,
until things just started changing. Until like the and when I say things, I mean like the offensive coordinator. Once because we got AJ, we still had Shane. Once Shane left, I think things went downhill.
yeah, downhill.
And that's
Yeah,
when it became hell. But you could just see it from him going out with the receivers and all that whole position group. You could just tell like it's different.
yeah,
It's different. Every I told you, Smitty is about to go crazy this year. Smitty, I've been saying that since the summer. Since I've been hearing people like my guy Dave saying that Smitty can't be a number one. I've been telling him Smitty is a number one receiver, and
yeah,
he's gonna go crazy. I mean, he's going against Quinyon Mitchell, and he's getting multiple passes and catches on Quinyon. So he's gonna go crazy. I knew Smitty could be a number one when he more pass routine. I mean, I really knew he could be a number one after he won the Heisman and we drafted him, honestly. But him, Moss, and Pastertain, that made it official. So Smitty's about to go crazy. I told you Wicks. Wicks, you seen the catches Wicks is making in practice.
Yeah,
Now, what I would love to see personally is who's going to step up. Who's that next receiver that's going to step up? Because right now, the only receiver I've really heard about is Darius Cooper. I haven't heard about Makai Lemon. I haven't heard about Hollywood. I haven't heard about Elijah Moore. I haven't heard nothing crazy about them. I've only heard about Darius Cooper making that diving catch. So I want to see what other receivers is going to step up besides the main two.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure they're gonna wind up stepping up. I believe that their time is coming. You know what I mean? Yeah, I agree with you 100%, 1,000%. Devontae Smith is a stud, man. He's going to show everybody why he should be top 10, if not top 10, possibly top five this year. Wide receivers. I feel like that Devontae was definitely in the shadow of AJ Brown, and he couldn't really full max his full potential because he was there, because all eyes was on AJ Brown. Now since AJ is gone, I feel like I believe that AJ, I believe not AJ, I believe that Jalen Smith can really show who he really is as a wide receiver and take his game to another level. Um, and yeah, as far as that, like you said before, like the energy is different, the vibe is different. Everybody's smiling, everybody's gonna have a great time. Um, you know, but I ain't gonna lie, it was the one comment that Jalen said that definitely that stood out for me was I forgot what he said. What he say? He said zero entitlement and 100 something.
I haven't got the full quote.
I forgot the full quote too. But yeah, basically, it's showing that they are embracing them to that it's nobody that's bigger than anybody else. Everybody is going out there. Everybody got a job to do. Everybody is in sync with each and everybody. Um, I'm yeah, man. I'm excited for what's about to happen this year, man. Um, for me personally, I hope that Jalen will win the MVP and have a great year. I believe that he's gonna have a good year. But me personally, I would wish, um, I would wish that he would get the MVP this year. Um, because a lot of stuff that everybody talking about, oh yeah, he can't do this, he can't do that, he can't succeed without him, he can't do this and this and the third. He's gonna go out there and prove again, time and time again, that if you keep doubting him, he's always gonna succeed. Period. And there's no doubt in my mind. I believe that this year is gonna be one of the best years that he had in his whole entire career.
Yeah, yeah, Greg. I think he's throwing for 4K. I do think he's going to throw for 4K. I think top
Uh,
five. I think you. That's when he was talking about Smitty. You said Smitty could be top five, or do you say
I
top
think he
10?
can showcase that he can be that top five,
Top
possibly,
five
but
receiver.
definitely top 10, possibly. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I believe that the performance that he's going to make this year will definitely make an argument or case that he can be that he's a top five wide receiver. You know what I mean?
Okay, well I tell you that if Smitty gets 1,200 yards, he'll be all pro this year.
I sound like
He'll
a
he'll
fair
he'll
point.
have, he'll be all pro. If he can get 1,200, he'll be all pro. I
I do believe
guarantee
he's
that.
going. I do believe he's gonna get all pro this year.
Okay.
I don't know if he's gonna get to 100, but I do believe he's gonna make all pro this year. Absolutely.
No, he gonna have to get 1,200 to go get all pro because only
Uh,
I think only 6 to 8 receivers get it.
I kind of get it. Okay. I'm a fan of Smitty. I'm crying. I don't know. He be talking about the Eagles too bad. I don't know. I don't think he like none of the birds. That's hard to believe. That's hard to believe. But but yeah though, yeah man, but I know we talking about Jalen Hurts, but about a great about a positive on the training camp. Uh,
Mhm.
about positive on training camp, but what is the negative story in training camp right now with the NFL right now? I know it's a negative story.
Yeah,
Everybody's kind of like got their
yeah,
eyes up.
yeah. We were just talking about Jalen Hurts, and we were just talking about how he has great receivers. Now that's going to another team in the Arizona Cardinals, where they drafted Marvin Harrison with a top 5 pick, but he's been struggling with catching the ball. So, do you think that this is leading to a wide receiver one controversy? And do you think that Marvin Harrison should have the title of being a bust?
Uh, I feel like it's too early to tell. I feel like that's kind of too early. Um, I feel like that's too early to really make that judgment on him. He only been there for what 2 years, right? Been in the league for 2 years. Well, it's going on his second year, right?
No, he's been in there for 2 years. Two, this going on his
Yeah, he's
third
done it
year.
for. Oh, he going 30. Okay,
That's
okay, cool. He what? Good.
he got drafted at the same time as Malik Neighbors.
Okay, okay, cool. All right. So I mean, I feel like that I think it's kind of too soon for him to call him a bust. Do I feel like that he definitely needs to improve? Absolutely. If you're a number one top prospect, wide receiver, uh, you should be a guy that's gonna that's a tough wide receiver and supposed to make an impact uh, of your um of your of your team. I mean the struggles that he make. I mean everybody makes the struggles. But I feel like that if he continues with this struggling heading into the season, then we definitely gonna have to question him and see is he really is a guy that um um that is he the real deal. I don't know,
Mhm.
you know what I mean? You know what I mean? But then you also got to remember this: Arizona is not a team that that you really could thrive on for real, for real. So you got to also take that in consideration as well. You know what I mean? Even though they got McBride and they just got that new running back Jeremiah Love, they still in a rebuilding process. And I think, in my opinion, their offensive coordinator is trash. But that's what I think. That's my opinion. But you know what I mean. So if the offensive coordinator is trash, you're gonna get trash performance. So I mean, so not to make that an excuse for him, but I'm just saying, like
Mhm.
in general, you know what I'm saying, like you know what I mean. But I'm just saying in general that if you in a bad situation, you know what I mean. If you're in a kind of like in a place where you really can't thrive or something like that, it's kind of hard for you to really showcase your talent or who you are, and and the atmosphere and you don't believe in the coaching and stuff like that. Now we haven't really heard him publicly say anything negative about Arizona, but we already know that Arizona is not the best offensive team in the league. If anything, they're like close damn near second to last rank offensively. So um, the numbers don't lie. The 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 performance don't lie, and the plays don't lie. You know what I mean? So I'm not using him as an excuse. I'm not gonna say that he's a bust right now, uh, but he definitely do need to tighten it up. He definitely do need to tighten it up and control what he only he can. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's what I think about when it comes to Harrison Jr.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing Greg said. You can't use the excuse of him being on a bad team and having bad quarterbacks because you see so many players do it in this league and still be able to perform at a high level, just like Justin Jefferson. But Marvin Harrison has been looking very bad. He's been looking very, very, very bad. To come from college, bro, you come from college and people talked about him like he was a generational talent. Like he was a receiver that everybody had high expectations from because of what he did in college. Because he was a man amongst boys.
He
He
was
made a
crazy in
lot of those.
college.
He made people look like boys in college. Just to come to the league and now we're talking about drops. We're not talking about him getting hurt all the time or him just like we're talking about. I don't know. It's just we're talking about drops, something that is natural for a receiver, something that should be natural for him. He's a big receiver, and no Diddy. He has big hands. No Diddy. So when you have big hands, you should be able to catch every pass.
Hmm.
There's no reason why you dropping the ball every single year now. Every single year. So it's like I'm not gonna call him a bust, but he's on the road to becoming a bust. I would say if he doesn't step up this year,
Yeah,
at
yeah.
least 800 yards, he got to have at least 800 yards, or I would say he is a bust because number one, you got to look at who he was drafted in front of. He was drafted in front of Malik Neighbors, and Malik Neighbors has been hurt for one season and is doing better than Marvin Harrison. He probably has more yards than Marvin Harrison, if not more than is it got to be even with one less season. Number two, the number two receiver played way better than him last season, and Michael Wilson.
Hmm.
Michael Wilson is starting to look like he should be the number one, and Marvin Harrison should be the number two. Now, I do get the whole thing about the team. It could be the team, it could be
The
the
coaching and
environment.
all that. Yeah.
Yeah, it could be that it could, but you could say the same thing about Jalen Rager. Because Jalen Rager, what was his problem? He couldn't catch the ball. He kept dropping it. It was just a concentration. He couldn't focus. He go to another team, same thing. So I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. I mean, you was playing with Kyler Murray, so you would think that you would look good with Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray is not a bad quarterback. Now you playing with Jacoby Brissett. So it's interesting, especially because other receivers is thriving like McBride and Wilson. To
Hmm.
see, and it's gonna be hard. I don't know where Marvin can go if this doesn't work out. I mean, the only team that I would say personally is Houston. I would say he should go to Houston if he decides that
It
he needs to
doesn't work
go
out.
and go to another team. And I say Houston because he played with CJ Stroud in college, so he's comfortable with him. But I don't think it's the quarterback because again, in college he played with Kyle McCord, and you're on record for saying Kyle was shitty. You said Kyle was horrible. So it's like if you can make Kyle McCord look good in college, there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to catch the ball from Kyler Murray. So
I
yeah,
mean,
CJ.
yeah. CJ has his own problems. I'm crying. Yeah, but yeah, I get what you're saying. Though I just but yeah, I'm kind of at the radar with you too. I feel like that if he doesn't improve this year, this has to be a proven year for him. He definitely is on the hot seat. Um, he probably will if he doesn't improve. I'm talking about he probably get out of there by the end of the season, and he's still
Yeah,
on a rookie
I'm not gonna
contract.
say. Yeah, I'm not gonna say he's not gonna be out of there because he still has 2 more years left in his contract. So, I mean, he has this year, he has his fourth
And
year,
next
and then they
season,
can put his fifth year option in. So
they ain't
he'll
putting
still
no
have 3 seasons to play.
they ain't putting no
So
fifth year
he
option
has
if he's trash.
yeah. And if they don't put that fifth year option in, then he's not going. I don't think he's gonna get paid. He's gonna have to go to a team on a prove it year and
Hmm.
prove that he can be a star. So I'm hoping for the best for him because I always love my people from Philly. Um,
Yeah,
I think he's a great person, great human being, but I think he has to be better on the field.
yeah, he
Something
got to
like
tighten it up.
dropping the ball. Yeah, dropping the ball. That's something that can be fixed. He can fix that. it's not his talent because it's like you see the flashes of him being good at times, but then
Yeah,
he
yeah.
just has all these
Um,
these drops. So
yeah, I know. I remember that last time. I forgot was it last year or the year before or this. I forgot it was last year or the year this first year. He made us crazy behind catch. You remember what I'm
mhm,
talking about? He was crazy behind. It was a deep catch,
yeah,
and I think it was a one-handed John. I think.
yeah,
I'm like, oh yeah, this boy different. No cap. I
yeah,
was excited.
he is.
I was like, this boy
Mhm,
different. Yeah, it was a deep joint. It wasn't no 40-yard pass. It wasn't no 50-yard. That joint was like 65, close to 70. And he hit that
yeah,
joint like that with the one joint on the side tip. I'm like, yo, this dude is insane.
yeah.
Dude, that joint
Marv,
like it was
Marv,
nothing.
they call him Super Marv for a reason. It's like he has the everything to be great. He has every tool. He has the size. He has the speed. All he has to do is catch the ball. Literally, when he got drafted to the Arizona Cardinals, people thought he could be the next Larry Fitzgerald. So it's like
Mm.
when you and I can't ever say it's a pressure thing. Is he has the pressure because number one, his father is Marvin Harrison. His father has always been Marvin Harrison, and he's always bought out at every level. So it's like I can't use him saying it's too much pressure on him because he knows what it's like to have pressure on him. So at this point, it's just about him concentrating and getting himself right mentally.
Yeah, I feel like with him, you gotta go in and tackle down with himself. You know what I mean? You gotta find it in the inside with himself. And I hope we find it and find it quick. And so yeah, and so um, he said, unrealistic shoes and big shoes to fill. I'm crying. I mean, well, I mean, he got to create his own legacy. I feel like that I mean, yeah, I mean, your dad did his thing, but at the end of the day, you are your own individual. Is your life, is your destiny, is your journey, and your journey, your path is not gonna be the same path as your dad. You got to create yours in your own way, in your own right. You know what I'm saying? And so, I hope he finds that way. You know what I mean? And I hope he fix what's going on with his mechanics and everything like that. I don't know if he was practicing all season or something like that. Maybe he have to, you know, after practice, got to spend some time after practice just catching the ball, catching the ball, catching the ball, catching the ball, catching the ball. You probably
Hmm.
got to discipline yourself. You know what I mean? You got to do whatever it takes to fix what needs to be fixed. You know what I mean? And so I hope he be attentive to what needs to be done, especially because of the value that you are and the type of player that you are. You should be playing way better than that. So yeah,
Yeah, and hey, if you don't, I might sound like Manny, but the Eagles will. You can come to the Eagles. We'll let you have a 1 year prove it deal. We'll give you a 1 year prove it deal.
let's see how Makai Lemon do. Let's see how Makai Lemon do. You know what I mean? We got too many wide receivers in this squad, bro. Let's see how
I'm just
Makai
throwing that out
Lemon.
there,
Makai
but
Lemon become a bust. All right, come on, Harris. Come home. I'm pretty sure he'll snap.
uh,
I'm pretty sure he'll snap. I don't think Lemon gonna be a bust, but that's my opinion. I don't think he's gonna be a bust though. But trust me, how we already know, it's always a plan B. There's always a plan
or I
B.
actually realistic. I would like him on the Titans too. I think him on the Titans would go crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
Ugh. It's like every time I think about the Titans, I'm be like, oh god, these are like the corniest team ever. Like no cap. Like I'm
Yeah, I'm sorry.
like,
I keep telling you, bro. Have you been seeing the clips, bro? That receiver Tate, he gonna be nice.
I seen
You
Tate.
you gotta
Yeah,
you
he been
gotta
doing his
yeah
thing.
you gotta yeah why you gotta watch those clips. Cardinal Tate is tough. They other receiver tough too though. You gotta really, bro. I'm trying to tell you, bro. Really look at the one day. Just go look at the Titans Instagram. You gonna
We
see
got we got to go to Tennessee and catch a game. You talking about they
yeah, I'm
tough?
cool with that. Yeah, them receivers they like that. I ain't gonna lie.
You know they play Philly in week 3 too.
Yeah,
No,
Philly gonna
not
have
week
they.
3. I think 2 or 4. One of those days. I know it was 1, 2, 3, or 4. One of those weeks.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, well, they gonna lose, but you gonna see they start to have flashes. You
Right,
gonna see
right,
some
right.
flashes. They gonna show flashes.
But yeah, though. But yeah, but let us know how you feel about Harrison Jr. You know what I mean? His poor performance so far, not really living up to the top prospect expectation that everybody's been looking for, or the consistency that he's been that everybody think that he should be looking. Do you feel like that he's a bust, or you feel like he needs to improve more? Let us know how you feel about him and everything like that, in Arizona and all that. And so, that being said, um, you know, we got one more topic to discuss. Why y'all guys? I'm crying. We got one more topic to discuss. Um,
Chill, JoJo. He gonna bounce back this year, JoJo.
I hope so. I hope so. But
Yeah, hopefully.
yeah, hopefully. Yeah, but yeah, we're gonna actually gonna go through a couple. We're gonna actually play a little game or something like that. We're gonna play a little game. I know somehow yet last episode about division winners in the NFC this year, and not the NFC, but just the NFL in general. So we're gonna pick our predictions on who is actually gonna win um in each and every single division. And so um, I want y'all to go ahead and agree with us, yes or no. You know what I mean? Explain why. You go ahead and play in the game. But show 'em what you want to do. You want to do NFC first, AFC? It don't matter.
Well, I mean, we can go on order on my picture.
All right, go ahead. Come on.
They I can't remember the each conference name.
Yeah, tell them about the
Talking about the
Chargers.
Chargers.
All right, we talk about the
Hey,
Chargers, and you gonna subscribe. You gonna subscribe? Subscribe right now. We'll talk about the Chargers. I bet you will.
so I think the first row was the AFC East. I think
AFC East.
I believe so.
Okay.
Bills, Dolphins, Patriots, and Jets.
Bills, Dolphins, Patriots, and Jets.
Mhm.
Okay. You want me to go first or you?
You can go first. Well, I can go first. I think the
Okay.
Bills gonna win that division.
Okay. Explain why.
I think the Bills made a lot of moves on that offense. I think the getting DJ Moore is going to be real big for Josh Allen. I truly believe DJ Moore is going to have a bounce back year.
Mhm.
Um, that defense they also made moves on that defense. I think CJ is going to be a big play a big role. CJ Gardner Johnson. I think he's going to play a big role in that defense with them
Man,
getting that swagger. And
Mr.
the crazy thing
Blackboy.
is, I don't think that they're done making moves. We talked about the reunion of Deebo going to the 49ers. I think it's a possibility that Stephon Diggs go back to the Bills. So don't be surprised if that happens. So yeah, I got the Bills.
Mm. Well, yeah. Oh wow, that's kind of a good take right there. Well, you know the Dolphins they're not going nowhere. You know the Jets they're not going nowhere. So you X them guys out of the equation. So now you got the Bills and the Patriots. Uh, it's kind of a hard situation right now. When it comes to that. Uh, um, I think when you look at the Bills. They definitely made a great additions and stuff like that, especially in the off season. Like you said, the additions with DJ Moore and and the upgrade with the defense. Um, I do believe Josh Allen got a chip on his shoulder. I do believe when he's coming this year, he's got a chip on his shoulder after what happened last year in the playoffs. The Patriots, they stacked. You know what I mean? As much as I don't want to talk about them, it's the truth. They stacked with the addition of AJ Brown. They still got a nice defense. Um, you know what I mean? They're definitely going to make this division competitive. But when it's all said and done, it's all by experience. And I think experience is going to play a major part in this division. Therefore, I agree with you, bro. I think the Bills gonna come out on top.
Okay. So next we got the AFC North, and that is the
North.
Ravens, the Bengals, the Browns, and the Steelers. Now, for me, this is probably going to be the hardest one for me because I think
Mm.
it's going to come down to three teams. I mean, you can exit the Browns out. I also think that you can take the Steelers out for me. I think that Steelers defense is going to make it hard for every team though to
Right.
compete and make it like a
Hmm.
landslide because that defense is just they just too nasty. But I'm not a believer in
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers, so it comes down to do I believe in do I believe in Lamar or do I believe in Joe? So and everything give me wants to say that the Ravens is gonna win. Jojo, I want to say the Ravens, but for some reason I feel like if Burrow stays healthy, that Burrow is gonna take this division. I think this division it depends on if Burrow is healthy. There, I think the Bengals can win this division because I don't think a lot of defense can stop that offense.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you done? All right.
Yeah, I'm done.
Oh, okay. All right. He said, "Stop playing. Stop playing with Miss Disrespectful." I'm crying. Yeah, man. Yeah. When you take the Browns ain't going nowhere. You already know they're not doing anything. They still in rebuild mode. They still trying to figure out a quarterback. That's so they out the equation. The Steelers, they definitely gonna make it hard because you say about their defense. Their defense, in my opinion, is the top 10. They got one of the top 10 defense in the league. Their defense is legit. It's definitely gonna make them. It's definitely gonna make things a little bit difficult and stuff like that. So yeah, when it comes to um that, yeah, um Cincinnati and the Ravens, I think it's gonna come down to them two. Um, my man subscribed. My man Joey Lewis subscribed. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Don't worry, we're gonna talk about the Chargers. Don't worry, we're gonna talk about the Chargers. I'm a man of my word. I'm a man of my word. We're gonna talk about the Chargers. But I think when it comes down to it, it's gonna be the Ravens and the Bills. I mean, not the Bills, Cincinnati. And I do got a feeling that Joe is gonna have a nice year this year. I just got a feeling. I do got a feeling that he's gonna have a nice year this year. Um, and you're talking about the addition of they got Dexter Lawrence too, so that plays a factor in as well. And so you gotta remember that. But then also the Ravens did the same thing with Trey Henderson. they took they took Cincinnati to best guy. So uh, I don't know. I think Lamar got stuff to prove, and I think eventually it's gonna be close. But I think the Ravens gonna take it this year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not mad at that take. I'm not mad at the Ravens taking. I think it's going to go down to the end.
Yeah, I think
I,
it's gonna come
I
down to the
do
wire.
believe,
Yeah.
and it's not. I believe I'm a believer in the Ravens defense. So it's not the Ravens defense that I'm afraid of. It's more so the offense because
Right.
Josh. I mean Lamar still doesn't have a bona fide number one in my opinion. Like I look at
Hmm.
Zay Flowers as a number one, but Zay Flowers as more of a gadget inside guy, slot guy, rather
Mm,
than the outside. So if they would have got a number one receiver, like if they would have got Mike Evans or something, then I would have been like, yeah, Ravens for sure. But yeah, we will see. We gonna
my
see. I
man.
do. I'm gonna go with my take though with the Bengals.
Okay. Okay.
Now, no, I said JoJo. I said Zay Flowers is a number one. I think Zay Flowers is a number one, but when I say number one, I mean more so of a primarily outside receiver. They don't have that outside receiver that you're scared of. For a long, they
Right.
had Rashad Bateman, but nobody's scared of Rashad Bateman. Now they got the rookie Jacoby Lane. I don't know what Jacoby Lane can be.
Bring to the
So
table.
until
Right.
until I see what Jacoby Lane can do in the season, then I gotta be like, I'm gonna go Bengals.
Okay. So next we got, so we was talking about the AFC East and the AFC North. Now we got what the AFC what South?
AFC, AFC South, yeah. AFC South, you
Okay.
got the Houston Texans, you got the Colts, the Jags, and the Titans.
Mm.
To me, it's gonna
Go
come
ahead,
down
brother.
to it's gonna go down to the Jags and Houston. I'm probably just gonna say Houston though. I'm gonna give, and the only reason I say Jags is because I'm a believer in Travis Hunter. I love Travis Hunter, but I'm gonna give it to Houston. I ain't gonna lie. Houston, I think CJ is gonna have a bounce back year. CJ gonna have a bounce back year. That defense is still atrocious. Texans got it.
Yeah, I'm gonna give Greg some love today. You know, even though he didn't really give me love today, it's all right. I'm gonna do what Jesus do, still love others. And and I feel like the Colts, you know, they're still trying to search themselves. Tennessee, they're not doing anything. I think it's gonna come down to the Jags and Tennessee and Houston. And yeah, I do like the Jags as well, especially Travis Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence, he has definitely been balling. Um, but at the same time, uh, no, I'll put respect on Zay Flowers. I picked the Ravens
Yeah.
to win
No,
the
hold
division.
on, hold on. Joe, yeah,
Oh,
JoJo.
I
Yeah,
picked the Ravens.
he talking to me. No, he talking to me. I think Zay Flowers is a number one. That don't get it twisted. But Zay Flowers, to me, Zay Flowers is a receiver that you move all around the field. He's not a, when I say number one, I mean number one as in like a number one that's gonna be primarily on the outside, like a AJ Brown or like a Jamar Chase, even though they can move Jamar Chase all over the place. I think of Zay Flowers like a guy like Devontae Smith. Devontae Smith can move all over the place. I think, but I don't know. Zay Flowers is just not a. He's not that number one guy that I'm just gonna keep throwing the ball up to. Even though he can do it, he can make big catches. I don't think he's your primarily number one. I think he's more of a like a person that can do everything.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right. And you were saying the Colts. Uh, I said the Colts if they have their quarterback come back healthy. Yeah, I agree with you on that. Um, but I think it's gonna come down to the Jags and Tennessee. I mean, no, and Houston. And Houston, we got a problem because their defense is no joke. And I think when it comes down to it, it's going to come down to the defense. And whether they face the Colts to win the division or the Jags to win the division, I'm more confident of the defense of the Houston Texans to get the job done. And so, and then also, I expect CJ Stroud to have a better year than he had last year. And as a result, I agree with you, bro. I think that the Houston Texans will win the AFC South this year. All right,
Yeah,
Greg, you
and the thing I
satisfied?
like the coach. I like the coach, bro. The only thing with the coach is number one, they lost Michael Pittman. So now Alec Pierce is the new
Right,
number one, which is cool.
right.
I'm cool. I like Alec Pierce. But then again, a lot of the success the coach had last year was because of Jonathan Taylor. So I don't know if Jonathan Taylor is going to have that season that he had last year.
like he
I
was
mean, we already
before, because
seen you
he
seen yeah, you seen what happened to Saquon when he had a great season like that, and next year he played bad because everybody was game planning for him. So I think this is going to be
right.
a year where everybody is
Where
game
everybody
planning
game
for
plan
Jonathan
focus
Taylor.
on JT.
So
Yeah,
yeah, so
I
they going
understand.
it's going to
Yeah.
happen. So yeah, that's the only reason why I didn't say the Colts. But yeah, Houston. Either way, I think Houston's going to win that.
But I can see why coach can be another option. But they have two.
Yeah,
They not only say they have too many question marks, but they got questions to like really fill in for me to be convinced. Like it be like they have the confidence to say, "Oh, okay, they got enough to beat that team." You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. When you look at the Colts on paper, I say yeah, that defense is still
absolutely
nice. Sauce Gardner is going to have a training camp underneath him in that system now, so I think Sauce is going to have him play better than he did last year. It all came
right.
down for me for that offense. Losing Michael Pittman is going. I think
It's
that's
going to
a
hurt them a little bit.
big.
Yeah.
That's going to hurt him a little bit. And then I think because you lost Michael Pittman, everybody's just going to focus on Jonathan Taylor.
I understand.
Yeah,
I
and
understand.
nobody expected Daniel Jones to go crazy like he did. So now I don't know if that's a fluke season or if Daniel Jones can do it again.
Right. So I mean, so yeah. So let's see what the next one. AFC what?
Um, it got to be AFC West. This
AFC
this this
West.
is what Jojo. I know you've been waiting for this one. You got the Broncos,
He said he
the
might choke. He's
Chiefs,
right.
the Raiders. Oh, and they do got Tyler Warren. I forgot about Tyler Warren. I forgot. I gotta put respect on Tyler Warren because Tyler Warren he a dog.
Yeah, yeah. I like
But
Tyler
yeah,
Warner. Yeah, yeah. I like him. Yeah.
you got the
Then you got the
Broncos, the
Chargers.
Chiefs, Raiders, and the Chargers.
Man.
Um,
Oh man.
this is another. This is a. I said that the AFC
Hard.
North was hard. AFC West is actually a hard one as well because I do got respect for your Chargers. Don't. I got respect for your Chargers. The only thing with your Chargers is I never know with Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert,
There you
I
go.
never know.
There you go.
I think Justin Herbert is one of the most talented quarterbacks in the game. But it's just I never know. It's like it's really that offense. Even Quentin Johnson. Quentin Johnson had a great season last year, in my opinion. But it's like before that, Quentin Johnson was horrible. But it's like I don't know. I don't know if y'all still have J.K. Dobbins or not. I don't know who y'all running back. Oh no, y'all got Marion Hampton. So and y'all Lad, I felt like Lad played bad last year too. Lad played bad last year. I ain't gonna
Zero
lie.
playoff wins. I'm crying, yo.
Yeah, they do. Two guys that playoff wins. For some reason, everything in me is saying that the Patrick Mahomes is going to come back with vengeance. So I think I'm just going to go with the Chiefs. I do think the addition of Kenneth Walker is going to be big for that Chiefs. Like I told you, Andy Reid hasn't had a running back like that since LaShawn McCoy.
Yeah.
That's the last time he had a featured running back. So I
Oh,
think
now he's with
Kenneth.
Denver now. That's right. He is with Denver. That's right.
Mm,
That's right. That's right. I knew he went somewhere in the AFC. I just didn't know where. I forgot.
yeah, to me, it's between Denver and the Chiefs, but I'm gonna go with the Chiefs.
Okay. Um. Now, Joe. Let me give you your respect with your team. Your Chargers. I do believe that your Chargers is going to have a better
Oh wait,
year.
never mind. Hold on, never mind.
What?
I'm going.
Yeah. And then you
I'm
forgot they
going.
had Waddle too.
Yeah, I did. I did forget that. I forgot they had Waddle. Never mind. I'm going
He been
Denver.
snapping. He been snapping.
I forgot they had Waddle. I've never mind. Yeah, Denver is winning it. Yeah, I changed my mind.
I'm
Forgot
crying.
about Waddle.
They also got Waddle, yeah. So I mean, now look here, Joe. Joe, I'm a show love to your Chargers. I don't think they're gonna win, but I'm gonna show love to your Chargers. I do believe that the Chargers are gonna have a better year because of the new offensive coordinator they got, McDaniels. I do believe that he is gonna help Justin Herbert better with his, I think he's going to take his game to another level, especially McDaniels and the mindset that he has. Y'all sleeping, bro. I'm not sleeping. I think that Justin Herbert will have a nice game, a nice year. I'm not even going.
Right. Yeah, man, I can't change mine. I'm sticking with the Chiefs then. I'm sticking with the Chiefs. Go Chiefs.
And so I do believe that the Chargers is definitely going to. I think the Chargers is going to shock some the NFL a little bit. I think they're gonna shock a little bit of people. Uh, I think I ain't gonna lie. It's probably gonna come to it's gonna come down to either the Chargers, the Chiefs, or the Broncos. But like I said before, I do believe that the Broncos is gonna wind up grabbing it. Um, they have the number one defense in the league in the AFC. If not that, the league top three. And like I said, the additions that they got and Waddle and all that, Bo Nix got a phenomenal squad. And so um, I think when it comes down to it, and also I do that think that the revenge that what you call that Bo Nix want to get after him, getting hurt and not fulfilling his, his journey last year, and they get an opportunity to take his team to the Super Bowl. I feel like that Bo Nix gonna have a chip on their shoulder, and I think it's gonna be between either Chargers, the Chiefs, or the Broncos. I think it's gonna be a real close race, but I think Denver gonna take it though.
Yeah.
I give your Chargers some love, brother. I give your Chargers some love. I think your Chargers is gonna be nice. I think they're gonna go to the playoffs. I think the Chargers gonna go to the playoffs.
Yeah. I think it all depends on their offense. Like I said,
Yeah,
I do think Mike McDaniels is going to unlock something in their offense, but last season, the way that Lad McConkey, how they used Lad McConkey last season, it really disappointed me. Lad McConkey is a dog,
yeah.
is a like
Yeah, he's a
a
dog. He
dog, and
really a dog. I like him.
for him to get used like he was a number three option, it really pissed me off watching the Chargers. I'm not gonna lie, and not just because. Not just because Lad was on my fantasy team, but like I'm actually like a fan of Lad. Like it really pissed me off seeing um no I forgot what his name is now. I just said it. Wow.
No, but I feel
Yeah, let's
you
go
though.
to the
So when we moving on to the NFC?
talk. Yeah, we're gonna start off with the NFC East. You got the Cowboys, the Giants, the Eagles, and the Commanders. Um, I think it could go down to the wire, but of course I got the Eagles winning.
Uh, yeah, absolutely. I do think that it's gonna come down to the wire. Um, it might come down to the wire. Um, I do believe um that it's gonna be one of those teams that will try to go close with Philadelphia, or at least try to attempt to go close with Philadelphia. But I do feel like that nobody. I feel like that Philly rule. They run that division. Philly run that division, and
Yeah,
especially the type of year that they expect to have this year. There's no doubt in my mind that they're gonna go for that three-peat that's never been done before, and they're gonna make history and get that division. And yeah, fly Eagles fly.
yeah. Jojo, what's crazy is I said Vita Vea would be great for the Chargers. Like I think Vita Vea on the Chargers would be nasty. I like that a lot.
Yeah,
I hope you'll get Vita
that would
Vea.
be crazy. Yeah, that would be crazy. So we got the
But then
NFC
next
East, we got the
you got the NFC North. So you got
North.
the Bears, the Lions, Green Bay, and the Vikings. To me, this comes down to the Vikings and Chicago. Um, I don't think Green play as good without Michael Parsons. Um, Lions, I think the Lions is going to take a. I don't know if they're going to take another step back, but I don't think that they're going to be the Lions that we seen that was so dominant. Ever since they lost Ben Johnson, I don't really fear the Lions no more.
Mm.
Um, so to me, I think Kyler Murray is getting ready to go crazy. Like the things that they're reporting about
Hold,
Kyler Murray in practice.
hold up. My man said Dallas. My man said Dallas.
Now, the thing with that take is I'm not mad at the Dallas take because when you look at that Dallas team, Dallas has a great team. Like
They do
me
got a
being
great
unbiased,
team.
even I'm an Eagles fan, but being unbiased, Dallas team is great. Their offense is already proven. They have a proven offense already. That receiver trio of CeeDee Lamb,
CeeDee
George
Lamb and
Pickens, and
George
then
Pickens.
Cavonte Turpin, and then you add Cavonte Turpin in the mix too. That they're great. That's a great receiver core. That defense, what they added on that defense, and Rashawn Gary, you got Kenny Clark. Um, they drafted a DN this year. I forgot what
Yeah,
his name
I
is,
forgot
but
his name.
he's
Yeah, I
I
forgot
think
his name
he's
too.
tough.
Yeah.
Um, and I know I'm missing people on that defensive line. That defensive line is pretty crazy though. The only thing that
Quentin
I'm not sure
Williams.
about the
Williams. The bull
oh
is
yeah,
from the Jets.
yeah from the Jets. Yep, Quentin Williams.
Yeah.
Uh huh. The only thing I'm not sure about with the Cowboys defense is the secondary. That's the only thing. I know they got Blend, but you don't got Diggs no more, so I don't know who's opposite of Blend.
Right.
That's the only thing with the Cowboys. But I also think every team in the NFC East is good. Like Greg said, New York, they got Cam, Neighbors, Isaiah Likely, Theo Johnson, Dart, and then you got Commanders. They got Jaden Daniels, Scary Terry. Man, that's it.
Yeah. He said, yeah, that's it.
But
But
I think
I
Jaden
mean,
Daniels is always a.
Um, yeah, yeah, man. I ain't gonna lie, I feel the same way. I think that when it comes down to it, I mean the NFC East is stacked. You know what I mean? You look at the type of talent that they got, it's obviously great. But I think at the end of the day, it's gonna come down to experience. You know what I mean? It's basically gonna come down to experience. I
Ooh.
think Dallas always, huh?
Jojo, right? I didn't even think about Caleb Downs. They got Caleb Downs too. Like, yeah,
Oh yeah, that's what I'm
that
saying. When it
Dallas
comes down,
defense, it's crazy.
that Dallas defense is nice though, but I ain't gonna lie to you though. When it comes down to it, um, the Philadelphia Eagles has the top three, or top five best defense in the league. Um, and defensive mind of Vic Fangio. They just got the boy Woodland from Seattle. Huh?
Well, yeah, if I'm not mistaken, Christian Parker is the defensive coordinator on the Cowboys. If I'm not mistaken,
No, you're not mistaken.
Christian
You're
Parker,
right.
I keep and I like the more I start thinking about it, Christian Parker is gonna go crazy. I'm telling you that now. He's gonna go
That,
crazy.
that's
I
that's
promise you
why I
that.
said that's why I said I think Dallas is going to like make a run for it. That's what I'm saying. But I think eventually, ultimately, Philly gonna win it. That's what I said. I don't think that Philly's going to like take it all. Like it's gonna be a cake ride. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think it's gonna be like a. I don't think I don't think it's gonna be easy for them to grab it. You know what I mean? I do believe that it's gonna come. It's gonna be a competition between Dallas and Philly. I do believe that. That's why I got the respect from the Cowboys. But we seen in past terms and stuff like that when the expectation is the highest, Dallas always fall. So, so, so the more that they feel themselves, they start to get the expectation, and then when they get the expectation, that's when it crumbles down. So you know that's
Yeah.
what my thing
But
is,
see
and
the
then
thing,
you got Woodland.
I don't
Good.
say the thing with the NFC East though. I don't think it's just the Cowboys you got to worry about. I think you got to worry about the Giants too,
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I feel you. I feel
because
you.
The
Yeah,
Giants can get a win on either team.
but I mean they gotta control their running back. The running back want to do backflips and crap. They can't control their running back.
They don't. You're right, but I mean, just that offense in general. I mean, Jackson Dart went crazy last year. Now he's going to have
Yeah,
Malik Neighbors, who he didn't have last year. He's going to have Isaiah Likely. You got Odell coming back, and they've been saying Odell was looking good. It's like that Giants, that offense is nice for
yeah.
that Giants. I mean, yeah,
I was.
the Cowboys
That's what I
defense
said.
sucks.
I'm not saying. Yeah, I'm not saying it's going to be easy. I never said it was going to be easy. I think it's going to be a little tough cookie. But I think ultimately, when it comes down to it, Philly going to take it. So you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But
I
I mean,
mean, you got
I
Woodland.
wouldn't be
You
surprised
got
if the Cowboys was to take it. I wouldn't be surprised.
well, that's
I
fine.
do think both teams are going to be in the playoffs.
That's fine. Well, that's not fine. I kind of want Philadelphia to make history and do that triple. I kind of want Philly to make that, do that three-peat. No cap. That's never been done before. I want them to do the impossible. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. It's gonna be fun. That's what I'm saying because a lot of the NFC East is that each team is stacked. They got a lot of squad. They got a team. So I'm not saying that it's gonna be easy. It's definitely not gonna be easy. But yeah, that's why I said that I feel like that Dallas is gonna beat Philly the first game, and Philly gonna beat Dallas the second game in Thanksgiving. I just got a feeling. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah,
um,
we're going to see.
yeah, we're gonna see. But yeah, back to the
Yeah,
NFC
John
North.
Harbaugh, he going to go crazy.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah,
No
NFC
cap.
North. And the NFC North,
Yeah,
me is between the Bears and the Vikings. Um, I think Kyler Murray's gonna go off. It's like something in me is telling me Kyler Murray's gonna go off this year. But I think Caleb Williams. I'm gonna give it to Caleb Williams. I'm gonna give it to the Bears.
give it to the Bears. Uh, um, yeah, I kind of agree with you. I feel like the Lions is definitely taking a nosedive a little bit. Even though they're a great talented team, they look like they're dangerous, but for real, when you really play them, they're kind of a soft cookie. So you know what I mean. I love the Lions. I want to pick the Lions because I think they got a great talented team. It's just they definitely took a nosedive, and I don't know if they're gonna move. Take that next leap. The Packers is too many questions with them. I know they've been looking good in training camp, but that's training camp. And there's a lot of questions with the running back. Micah Parsons is not coming back until damn near January, and so it's like, or probably longer than that. So they got a lot of questions going on over there. And plus, I'm not really confident in their wide receiver core as well. Or I feel like that their wide receiver core is not strong enough to compete with the Bears or the Vikings. So in my opinion, yeah, like I said before, well, like what you said, not me, but like what you said, it's gonna come down to the Bears and the Vikings, and I do believe that the Vikings is gonna have a nice year. Um, I'm taking the Vikings to win this division.
You know,
I'm taking the Vikings to win the
I'm
division. I
cool with
think
that.
it's gonna
I
happen.
like that. I believe Kyler Murray gonna go off. So
Yeah, then yeah, you
I
got
do.
Justin Jefferson and Addison. I think Addison gonna be nice too, and yeah, yeah, I think the Vikings gonna take it.
Yeah, no, I would love for the Vikings to take it. I'm not gonna lie. I think everybody on that team is hungry to show something. Kyler Murray's hungry to show something. Justin Jefferson want to show he's the best receiver. Jordan Addison is on a contract year. So
Um,
yeah,
it's a proving
yeah, I think
year
that offense.
for everybody.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm not mad at that take at all.
Well,
Next, you
what's
got
the
the
next division?
NFC. Yeah, NFC South. Next,
South.
you got the NFC South. Got the Falcons, the Panthers, the Saints, and the Buccaneers.
Mm. Oh yeah, that's
I ain't
right.
gonna lie,
They
this.
got Jennings from the 49ers. That's right. Oh yeah, they taking that division. Yup. Yeah, it's over. That's right.
Oh yeah, they did. I forgot they got Jawan Jennings.
Oh yeah, they taking that
Yeah,
division. Yeah, it's over. Yeah, they taking that division. Yeah, it's
I
gonna
think
be
it
too
all
much
comes
for them
down
to
to their
stop
defense.
them.
I think it all comes
You
down to
said
the
second.
defense.
Yeah, but who you got on winning the NFC South, bro?
Crazy thing is, I'm actually thinking the same thing as Greg. I think it's between the Saints and the Panthers as well. Um, I like the Falcons too. The only thing with the Falcons is I think if I'm not mistaken, I think Bijan is out for training camp right now until he gets a
Yeah.
extension. I think
Mm-hmm.
him and Jameer. So that I think that's gonna be a play a role. You know, I'm not a believer in the
Yeah.
Buccaneers. Buccaneers
Yeah, I
losing Mike
know.
Evans is gonna be big. So I'm not really believing. And then just them losing Vita Vea, Mike Evans, and then Baker Mayfield is unhappy. So I can't see them winning it. So I love the Panthers. The only thing with the Panthers is the Panthers, Bryce Young. Bryce Young scares me because I don't know if Bryce Young is the guy or not. I don't know if Bryce Young is the guy, and then you go on the other side with the Saints. I don't know. I'm not a true believer in Tyler Shook or Show, whatever his
Right.
last name is. I believe that he's good, but I'm not a I can't say that I'm a true believer. And I don't even know who's in defense anymore. I think they do
Who you
gotta,
trust?
but I know the defense is not bad. The Saints. I know the Saints defense is not bad, but I don't know. I can't tell you like people that's on that defensive time besides Cam Jordan. So
Who
I'm
you
gonna go
trust more?
Panthers. I'm gonna go.
Oh, okay, all right, okay,
You
all
said
right,
what?
all right. No, never mind. You just answered the question. Never mind. I'll say who you trust more, Young or Tyler, but you just answered the question. But yeah,
I'm gonna go
uh,
Panthers.
yeah, I'm going with Panthers too. I think with the Saints, they still, I mean, this is 1 year. You know what I mean? And yeah, Joe's right. I think they are the weakest division, and um, I think with Bryce Young, do I feel like that he is a guy that will take that team to the Super Bowl? I don't think so. But I do believe that he has been playing last year, especially with last year. You got to give Bryce Young his respect. I mean, he almost took down the Rams in the playoffs. Um, beat them basically, almost beat them twice. Um, you look at the squad that they got, and also they got great on defense as well, and they just paid their boy Horn this past off season, which Horn has been proven a great corner in this league. And then you got the boy Derek Brown and all them other guys that plays a factor in that team. I think the culture in there is real nice, real good. Um, yeah, I think eventually the Carolina Panthers are going to go back to back with the division.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I like the Panthers defense, and I like the receiver they got in Tet McMillan. Tet is tough. The only thing with the Saints is I
Yeah,
like the Saints offense. I think the Saints offense can be something. Is I just don't know who's on that Saints defense. From the top of my head, I
yeah,
can't name nobody on the Saints defense besides Cam Jordan. I don't know who they
and
who
I feel
they
like
or Cooley. I know they got Cooley, but I just know that they're a solid team. They're a solid defense. Like that's all I
right.
know about them.
Yeah, yeah, they don't really have an identity for real, for real.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean
yeah,
they kind of basically did move off Kamara because they got Travis Etienne, so they
yeah,
basically moved off him. Kamara is the second running back now. which I think is they. I think they're gonna benefit from that because both Travis Etienne and Alvin Kamara, they both are receiving backs. They can both catch the ball,
Hmm.
so
Right.
they'll probably have sets where both of them was in the game.
Yeah. I feel you on that. I definitely feel that. Yeah, absolutely. Uh, what we got?
Oh, that
What we got? The NFC West.
that middle linebacker, the boy. I think you talking about the boy Demario. I don't know if they still got him or not. Either they still got him or he retired. I know exactly what you're talking about, dude.
Yeah, but
But it's like,
yeah,
yeah,
we got the NFC West right next, right?
yeah. NFC West, you got the Cardinals, the Rams, the 49ers, and the Seahawks. I think this one obviously comes down to the Rams and the Seahawks.
Yeah,
But I'm going unless this team is just becomes super horrible, it should be the Rams. I don't see no reason why the Rams don't win this division.
I agree 100%. 100%. I feel like there's no reason. There's no. I feel like there's no excuse for the Rams not to win the division this year. I feel like if they don't win the division this year, it's a failure. Um, you got you had made all these moves and stuff like that. You got Trent McDuffie from Kansas City. You got one of the greatest pass rushers of all time. One of the greatest pass rushers of all time. Um, Broke the all time record of sacks and everything. And Miles Garrett. Um, there's no excuse for you to not win that division. I think when it comes down to it, the 49ers, they got so much question marks that they got to figure stuff out. Cardinals, they're not even a factor. Um, the Seahawks, I'm going to give, I'm going to give the Seahawks their credit. I think they're going to put up a battle because they're the defending champs. But when it comes down to it, I think with the losing departure of Walker is definitely going to exploit a lot of things, and I don't think that's the Seahawks is going to be the same. Um, in my opinion, I don't think the Seahawks is going to be the same. And so as a result, the Rams is going to wind up taking this division.
Yeah, I see. That's where I kind of defer from you because I do agree that ain't nobody gonna beat Kenneth Walker, but that rookie running back that they got, I think they got the running back from Penn State. I think he's gonna be nice. JSN is going to take another step, and then what's
And
the
Woodland
the
too,
speedy
and
guy?
Woodland left too.
She wow. Woolen is, I'm not really. Woolen was good for the Seahawks last year, but they kind of moved on from at the same time last year too. So the boy Nick Emmer or something. I forgot his last name, but he was really that other guy for them.
Mm.
I'm not gonna lie, but yeah,
He said
I think the
Arizona
Seahawks are
coming
still.
back. Right.
Yeah, if Aaron Donald come back, that's the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's a wrap. Yeah, it's a wrap. Yeah, it's a wrap.
Yeah, that if Aaron Donald come back, that's the Super Bowl. There's no beating him. I'm sorry.
I hope not.
That's like the Sixers getting. That's like the Sixers getting Brian. It's no beating him. It's
That comparison is crazy. This dude is crazy.
it's
I'm
over.
crying. It's over.
It's over.
I
If
understand,
Aaron Donald comes back,
but
it's over.
he said so.
LA
LA versus
LA
LA.
versus
I'm
LA
crying.
would be crazy. I'm not gonna lie. LA versus LA would be crazy. And if they had the Super Bowl in LA, that would be even better. That would be
Yeah,
so
that will be
crazy.
wild. That will be wild. No cap. Did we get all the divisions?
Yeah, that's all the divisions. Do you want to say who you think is gonna be in the Super Bowl? Super Bowl prediction.
We can say that. That's cool. I'm down with that. You go first.
Okay. JoJo said LA versus LA. I'ma say mm, mm. It's a hard one.
Well, let's break it down. Who's going to be in NFC Championship
I
game?
know. Well, I got the Eagles in the NFC. The hard one is the AFC. I might. I'm gonna take a chance. I'm just gonna say.
Houston versus LA. Of course, bro. You gonna say that? Of course, bro.
Like a lot of these teams made major steps, bro, in that AFC.
Yeah,
I could. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Bills. I'm gonna go Bills versus Eagles.
that's gonna be a great game. That's gonna be a great game. You know, every time they go against each other, it's always a good game. In the Super
Yeah,
Bowl,
I'm. Yeah, but for some reason I like the matchup of the Denver versus the Eagles. I like Bo
that's
Nix
what
versus
I'm going
Jalen
to
Hurts
say.
too.
That's exactly what I was going to say. That was actually my prediction. You literally looked at my prediction, yo.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think it's going to wind up being either Denver or Philly.
he said, "What the fuck?"
Or I think it's going to wind up being either Denver or Philly. Uh, and
He said, "Now that I late, buddy." Yeah, I mean, if it's not the Eagles, it's gonna be the Rams. It's either the Eagles or the Rams winning the NFC.
yeah, these are
That's
the
that's
Eagles and the
safe.
Rams. It's not even close. Yeah, yeah.
AFC,
I,
I
I,
don't really care about the AFC right now, but I do think that eventually one of those quarterbacks out of Lamar Jackson and freaking Josh Allen, one of them is going to have to get into the Super Bowl eventually. Like their time is ticking.
now,
It's ticking.
now,
They need to
yeah.
be in the Super Bowl. So that's the only reason why I said the Bills, because I think that the Bills is going to make it before the Ravens. So I'm gonna go with the Bills for right now.
I think my prediction is either going to be Philly or Denver or Philly or Kansas City. Going for that three, going for that third matchup.
No, I don't think Kansas City. Bro, you're not even a believer in Kansas City.
I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. It's just the matchup is fire. It's box office. I want to get whoop again. Part two. Part two, brother.
Greg,
Part two.
Greg, I said it's either Philly or the Rams. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, they
But
play each other
if
this year,
Philly
right?
don't make it, if Philly don't make it, of course it's gonna be the Rams. I think it's gonna be the Rams. If Philly don't make it, if Philly don't make it, it's gonna be the Rams. It might be the Rams versus it might be the Rams versus Denver or something. That'd be a good game. That'd be a good matchup. I ain't gonna lie. That'd be a good matchup.
But Jojo, I gotta see more from your Chargers before I can say the Chargers gonna be in the Super Bowl. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
I
me
can't
too.
just throw this Chargers
I
in the
can't
Super Bowl right
confidently say
now.
that they're gonna go to the Super Bowl. But yeah, that was all the divisional winners, right?
Yeah.
All right. So we got our divisional winners. That's our prediction for this year. Let us know what y'all prediction. I mean, y'all been talking about y'all prediction literally the whole time where we step it away. But yeah, but we thank y'all for playing this game with us. You know what I mean? It was pretty cool. And let's see if our predictions actually come to pass. Um, And so, that being said, that's the end of the show for today, y'all. We appreciate everybody that came on. Joe, where we respect everything, every comment and every thought and every opinion that you came in this platform. Like I told you, your opinion matters, man. We always take heed. The disrespect. I'm crying. And so
Now, when y'all get Vita Vea, I'm when y'all get Vita Vea, if y'all get Vita Vea, I ain't gonna lie. I'll look at y'all with a little bit more, be like, yeah, y'all got a chance. I ain't gonna lie.
I said y'all gonna take it. Y'all gonna take a. I said the Chargers gonna take a leap. That it's gonna take a leap up. I believe that they gonna go to another level. I believe that's gonna happen. You know what I mean? But
Mhm.
yeah, but for those everybody that came on and joined what's the word sports podcast, we appreciate y'all for coming on. And wait, Sean, you want to say something before we get on out of here?
Nah, I think this been our longest show so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I think it was a good show. I think we got a lot covered. Got a new subscriber in JoJo, a new guy.
Welcome to the
I
fans,
like I
brother.
like JoJo comment. I like when people are active in the comments. So we
Yeah,
appreciate it. And you know, Greg always here commenting and being active. So we appreciate it.
real rap. Real rap, absolutely, man. We appreciate everybody. I think the longest time we ever had this long episode was when we were doing the draft. It's a little bit
Yeah.
longer than that or something like that. But yes, sir. Welcome, JoJo. That's what I'm talking about. Welcome, JoJo. Real talk.
Yeah, I'll become a
And
fan of the Chargers if y'all get Vita Vea. No, I told you I like the Chargers. Is how y'all treated Lat McConkey last year. Y'all just pissed me off.
I'm recruiting fans. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, a real one. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. So we will be back here Monday. We'll be back here Monday, 3 o'clock, same place, same time. Um, enjoy y'all beautiful weekend on Friday. Today. Um, you already know this was the Word Sports Podcast. It's your boy Manny,
It's your boy Sean.
and we'll see y'all on Monday. Take it easy. Have a great weekend. And make sure y'all follow us on our IG and our TikTok. We got it all on our channel and on our page and everything. Once you go scroll down, and we'll see y'all. See y'all Monday. Take care, y'all. Be blessed.
So